In this demonstration, we'll take a look at how to perform host discovery with Nmap. Now, I'm already logged into my Kali Linux system. Let's go up and launch a terminal. Once in the terminal, the first command that I want to show you with Nmap is we can do an nmap dash lowercase s, which means scan, and then capital L, which stands for what we call a list scan. And what the list scan will do is it doesn't actually scan the target systems. It's just used to find out from DNS what systems might exist on the network. So I can do a 10.0.0.0/24 to do a list scan of the entire 10.0.0.0 network. Now, when I take a look at the results here, again, it's very quick because we're not actually scanning these systems. But notice what happens when I look at the output. I'm just going to scroll to the top here. It says starting Nmap, this date and time, Nmap scan report for the 10.0.0.0 network, Nmap scan report for, and notice that it knows that there's a system called server-a.quick24x7.loc, and it has the IP address of 10.0.0.1. Notice that we know there's a system out there called Win10a that has an IP address of 10.0.0.2. And it looks like it didn't find a DNS record for 10.0.0.3. Same thing for 4, 5, and 6. Looks like it's also a system called win10a.quick247.loc. So the point here is what I'm doing is I'm listing out systems by doing a DNS query against all the IPs. So it does a reverse query and looks for the IP within DNS and returns the name. So I can see there are a few other systems down bottom here. It looks like there's an accounting server at 10.0.0.31 and 10.0.0.32. So it looks like there's two accounting servers, and it looks like there's a marketing website at 10.0.0.41. Now keep in mind, these systems, we don't know if they're actually up and running. All that's been performed here with the list scan is it scanned through all the IPs and queried DNS for those IPs. So it did a reverse DNS query, and it found records matching. So that's basically all I know. But so I don't know if those systems are actually live systems. Are they old DNS records that never got removed? We're not quite sure just yet. But the point is, with the list scan, it is a quick way to just query DNS and find out what systems exist in DNS. And I can start documenting these, right? So I would start building a network diagram that shows accounting server 1 is 10.0.0.31, accounting server 2 is 10.0.0.32. And then what you can do is you can move on to do port scans on those target systems if you wanted to, right? So in this example, it was just to find out what systems exist in DNS itself, right? The next command that I want to show you, it is a type of scan, but it's a ping sweep, and we don't actually do a port scan. So you can use, I'm just going to clear the screen here, and we can do nmap-sn, lowercase n, and then 10.0.0.0/24. So it'll basically treat the last octet as host IDs. And what this will do is this will do a ping. So it doesn't do a port scan on each address. It just tells me if those addresses are up and running. So kind of the next step after doing DNS queries, here it says, okay, nmap scan report for server a.quick24x7 is 10.0.0.1, and it says that the host is up and running. Then we've got an nmap scan report for 10.0.0.19, host is up and running as well. So it looks like of all those addresses, there's only two systems up and running, 10.0.0.1 and 10.0.0.19. And you can see that kind of summarized down bottom. 256 IP addresses were checked and 2 hosts are up and running. So the point being here, by doing a ping sweep, and not actually doing a port scan on targets, is I'm saving time because now I'm thinking, okay, there's only 2 systems that are up and running or answering to my ping sweep. So now what I'll do is I'll focus my port scan on just those 2 systems, right? So that's the idea of performing a ping sweep. Now, the other thing that I wanted to point out about Nmap is when you do a regular TCP scan, so nmap-st, space 10.0.0.0/24. This is just going to do a TCP connect scan against all the systems in the 10.0.0.0 network. Now, keep in mind here that it actually doesn't do a port scan on every system, and I'll show you why. So here's my Nmap ST 10.0.0.0/24. And notice that it's showing me a scan report for 10.0.0.1. The host is up and running, and these are the ports that are open. My point is, when you do a TCP connect scan or a SYN scan, it does do host discovery as well. So notice that it is saying the host is up, but in addition, it's doing a port scan. And basically what's happening here is to save time, Nmap isn't doing a port scan against systems that don't reply to the ping sweep. So when you do regular port scans, it's doing the ping sweep first, finding out what systems are up. This system is up, so now Nmap will go and do a port scan on that system. So it's saving time by not performing port scans against systems that aren't up and running, which is nice. And then notice down bottom here, there's the 10.0.0.19. Host is up and running, but there's no ports open. All the ports that it tested are closed. So what's interesting here is doing a regular port scan, it does do host discovery in addition to scanning common ports. Now, if you don't want that, because what happens here is there may be some systems that are up and running that are not answering those host discovery ping sweeps, right? So what you can do is you can do an Nmap -st. So let's say I'm going to do a TCP connect scan, and I'm going to do a dash capital P lowercase n. And what I'll do here is, just to save time, I'm going to list a couple IP addresses. What this is doing is this is telling the system not to do host discovery. So I've added the -pn, and let me scroll up top here. It says host discovery has been disabled. So what that means is the Nmap command will do a TCP port scan on every target address, no matter what, whether it's up and running, okay? Which means it's going to take longer. It'll take much longer, and they say that, right? As a result of doing host discovery disabled with the -pn, all addresses are going to be marked as up, and the scan times will be slower, right? So when I take a look at this, now remember, we know in my scenario, 10.0.0.1 and 10.0.0.19 are the only two systems up, right? So here's 10.0.0.1, says host is up, and there's the ports that are open on that system. So no different in my results than doing a regular -st. But what you will notice is, because I supplied it 2 IP addresses just to save time, it goes and it does the test on 10.0.0.2. Notice that it's reporting that host is up, but it's not. That host doesn't exist right now. It's not powered on. But that's because host discovery has been disabled. So Nmap will report every host as being up, and it tries to do a port scan against every host. So here it tells me, okay, we scanned 1,000 ports on that system, 10.0.0.2, and they were filtered out or blocked. So in this demonstration, you saw how to perform host discovery with Nmap.